Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, I just was gonna make a video of how to short or how I short. I already got into the position, and after I got into position, I wanted to make the video about it. And I only put a small position in there, but however, I'm just gonna keep it quick and simple. So basically, what I'm gonna show you guys is, you know, how to short. And first of all, when you're in this market like this, I try not to short. Why? Just go long. Like follow the trend. The trend is your friend. Like go with the trend. And now I feel like we're in a bear trend where we've had this huge run up and now we're going down. And I had drawn these channels. These are the old channels that Bitcoin used to move into. If you guys got in after, let's say, got in November, December, you probably didn't follow these trends, but I was following these trend lines throughout this run, and now we fell back into them. And these trend lines to me they signify Bitcoin before this wave of dumb money came in and just bought the top, and big money sold into, and and now I saw that, for example, this 200 EMA, we broke through it and we resisted it, and now we're at, look at this, we're touching the top of that trend line, and we're touching the EMI at the same time. And if you go to the 3 hour chart, which I like, is pretty accurate, we're also touching the top of this cloud on the 3 hour. You can go to other ones like 4 hour, whatnot. We're not there yet, but for me, there's too much kind of resistance all piled in together with this EMI and this and that. So the other side of the EMA is 846, and so basically what I did was I have a short at the moment. I only put one Bitcoin. I like to just short little by little. For example, so if this thing holds, which I would consider this to be a top for now, I would expect this thing to fall back down, and if it breaks this line, this current trend line, I would wait for another move up to add to my short or close my short. And what I did was I opened up this. Sorry, guys. So I took that point of resistance to enter in my short, and I'm trying to show you exactly what I did. Okay, so what I do is I look for other orders. So I should have done this live. I just wasn't thinking about turning this into a video, but I can show it to you in a long manner. So on a long manner, you would say like, look, that's 8740. We have 68 Bitcoin. We have so and so 68 Bitcoin, and you would see this order here, 1838, 1937. There's a lot of Bitcoin stacked all across here. Is it real? Is it fake? We don't really know. However, okay, let's take it this way. We have a 60 order. We have a 19 order here. So I would place my bid at, say, 18,818. Okay, so I would do something like, I got in at 18,1 to 13. So I would put, like, for example, 18,17. Right? I would go limit order, margin sell. Right now I have my short open here, right? My short is open there. Now I would look at that same order and I would say, okay, look, we have all this Bitcoin below it. I'm going to put my stop at 18 20, right? I'm going to, that wall, I think that wall just went down, that fake wall. Yeah, so I'm going to take this order of 19 Bitcoin and 16 Bitcoin. Now that went down too. So there's a lot of fake bullshit you got to put on. Some of these are real though. Like this one is, I think this one is a real one. This six Bitcoin. So I'm gonna put my bid at 8,820. So that's my stop there, and then I'm gonna do stop 8,020, and then since we're shorting, the stop is gonna be a margin buy, right? And that's it. So I'm risking about $3, no, $3 to potentially make a huge move down, and I will add to my positions as it goes. But that's basically how I short. I look for, as I said before, I look for strong resistance. In this case, it's the 200 EMI and this trend line. This trend line to me is massive. This trend line to me, if this thing breaks this trend line and then finds support over it, I'm going long because it shows to me that the market maker is still in the game. The guy who did this, he's still playing the game. And if it doesn't do that and it breaks this line, it shows me not only is this market maker out of the game, but it also shows me that this ebb and flow that we were maintaining through Bitcoin's growth, it's gone. Like if we break this line, it shows me that this growth, this consistency is gone in the market, and I can see us falling a lot deeper. So now I'm starting to look for shorts because I understand the market. It's a bear market right now, and if you do hit a short here, and you're able to pile on. So, for example, as this thing falls, I'll add to my short using these same kinds of support and resistance. These resistance marks and resistance strategies or whatever you want to call them. But I do it in this manner. I do it as like I'm guarding myself. So I will put my short, for example, right here at 87.9, and then I'll put my stop on the other side at 88.02. Just like $3-4 difference. So you're only sacrificing, $2, $3, $20, whatever. But you're doing it strategically. And this is how I short. Some people just go short, and you can really fuck yourself. Or you're shorting, and then your stop is in an area where you're not really how can I say? You're not really you're shorting and you're stopping in an area that's really likely to hit, and then the price will continue down, and that sucks too because you had the right analysis. However, your trade setup and your trade management is what cost you the trade. It wasn't your analysis. Your analysis was right, but it was what you did that to get into the trade that caused you to fucking fail. So start small, one Bitcoin, and then I will add to it. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, this thing is really chop right now, and this guy is really trying to pump it, but we'll see what happens. And 87.01, I think if we break this, probably land on here. You can take profits. I took profit on my last short. I had short the other night, and then I took it out of this bounce. I had moved my stop just above 8,000. It bounced and it stopped me out. Now I'm trying to build another one. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. But this is kind of how I short, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks.